Hello, my name's Daniel Swan, and I'm a professor of anthropology at the University of Oklahoma.
CEO, I'm Joshua Nelson. I'm an assistant professor of English, specializing in American Indian literature and film here at OU.
And we'd like to welcome you to our course, Native Peoples of Oklahoma. In this course, we're going to explore the rich cultural diversity that's represented by the Native Peoples of Oklahoma. We're going to explore their stories, their history, and talk about their current cultural situation. This is a story of survival. This is a story of cultural fluorescence, and most importantly, it's a rich part of the American story in general.
We're going to get to talk about a lot of content here. There's more than we could ever hope to cover. The good news is the content that we get to talk about is some of the most exciting and most energizing material that we could hope to broach. So in addition to talking about cosmology, in addition to talking about oral traditions and fantastic, wonderful, exuberant stories about tricksters and creators, we'll also get to hear from contemporary voices who are telling us in their own ways literary stories, who are singing fantastic songs to us, who are making vibrant films for us. As we look at the Native Peoples of Oklahoma, we'll see that even though we can look at everything, what we do get to see is mighty powerful.
And no single discipline is going to get the job done for us. We're going to look at materials that come out of anthropology, archaeology, ethnology, but we're also going to look at historical documents, and we're going to use the stories from the people themselves, their origin stories, their creation stories, the oral tradition that they've perpetuated and carry forward into the future.
In addition to these concerns, one of the things that we most want to do with this class is talk about some of the major issues and controversies that confront folks in native Oklahoma. In order to get us up to contemporary issues, I think we need to take a little bit of a look back. So we'll need to consider what historical circumstances have played a role in structuring our contemporary moment. One of the key places that we're going to do that is in talking about Cherokee governance in society. And we'll see what it is that the Cherokee nationalization movement and the Cherokee opposition to removal had to do with setting up the contemporary state of American Indian affairs here.
And we'll use archaeology and oral tradition to go back even further than that as we talk about the native peopling of Oklahoma. Not everyone got here through the same circumstances. Some were indigenous to this territory prior to European incursion into the continent. Others were removed here. Some purchased their reservations, like the Cherokee and the Osage. So we're going to explore all of these stories. This is part of this diversity, this richness of the story of the native peoples of Oklahoma.